Well, in this competition, we've reached the group stage, Alan. Match day one.
Yeah, one of those where you want to get off to a good start. Of course you do. So both sides aiming to do that.
And our referee here is Ingrun Svansdottir. It's the kickoff in the group stage, their first match.
Yeah, a lot at stake and a lot of preparation gone into it. Should be a good one, this.
Here's the lineup. Well, it's 4-4-2 for them today, but we think the middle four might be a diamond, Alan.
Yeah, and it gives them a bit of solidity in the middle of the park. And I think the onus is on.
Saw the goal and went for it. Good effort, very close. Some potential in this move. Put them in front. Up for grabs here. We've got a corner now. Let's go back to her save.
Oh, nothing wrong with the shot, but she was up to it. Good reflexes.
Shoots! It's come off the goalkeeper, still in play. Not a good challenge by the defender. Great goal! Well, for all of you who love seeing headed goals, I do for sure, I know Alan does. What a good example this was.
Well, I've always been an admirer of good headers, and this was certainly one of those. A thumping effort.
She does have a reputation as a goal-scoring defender, and you can see that reputation is justified.
Yeah, I think when she was younger, she actually did play up front, and you could see that with the way she took it.
That has opened the scoring, 1-0 here. Well read by the defender. Attacking well here.
That's a nice bit of...
This might be it! Oh, they've got another one! Brilliant play here by a terrific team that have got two quick goals.
Well, they're right on top of the game, unstoppable at the moment, and they'll be hoping for another.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Martins moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. interception. And safely behind for a goal kick. That's a fine goal. I want to see it again. I bet you do too. And here they are on the attack, taking on the defenders. Shots on here. Goalkeeper can only parry it out. Corner to come because of the tackle that sent the ball behind. Corner swung in. Good defending. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Presented possession to the opposition now. Going for goal! Great move, great goal. Well done to get another one, and she's shown a great touch in front of goal to grab both of them, really. Different angle on it here. I don't think we expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline. Good forward play from them. Another turnover in play here with that interception. Bit of space to go forward into with the ball.
I think a manager loves that kind of goal because it was a real team effort the way they moved the ball about, and once it came to the finish it was an unerring effort.
Well, they've increased their lead here, and that could just wrap up the match.
Yeah, they're the much better team out here today, and that scoreline reflects that.
One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. That's an easy interception. The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Could be dangerous. The break is definitely on. Shots on! Up for grabs here. A fantastic goal, and that's the third. She's wrapped up the hat-trick in fantastic style. Well, what a sweet moment for her. A hat-trick,
and every single one was beautifully taken. No wonder she's got a big smile on her face.
have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Attacking now. Strong challenge. Could make a chance with this tackle. Going forward well. And shoots! I think that hit the post, Alan.
I think it did, just clipped it. So unlucky.
Wasteful pass, unforced error, really. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Trying to switch on the attacking path. They've opened them up here. Oh, that's a fantastic goal. She knew exactly what she was doing. She's bent the ball in. Perfect harmony, really.
Well, it was a beautifully curling shot. She put some real spin on that and set it a couple of yards outside that post, but what a goal.
I don't think we expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline. And they've cut it out. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Here's a chance to attack. It's a good cross. We're going to play an extra 5 minutes of added time. There's some potential in this move. Jensen. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit. Good defending. Well, that's half-time, and who would have expected this? So here we are at half-time. It's been a good watch so far. It's come off the goalkeeper, still in. Start of the second half of this opening match in the group stage.
Well, it was entertaining. It was a little nervous at times in the first half. Might change now.
It's out, it'll be a throw. Could shoot from here, that's what the crowd think. Here's the shot. Wonderful save. Had to really reach out for that. Tackle goes in. Martins. It will be their throw. Sharply done to restart it here. Yes, it's another throw here. Here's a chance to move forward from midfield after that interception. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Did well, stuck out a foot and cut off the pass. And here they are on the attack. The break is definitely on. And that will clear the danger. It'll be a throw. Substitution time. Delivered into the box. It's good play until they got that challenge in. Trying to widen the approach play here, but it's out for a throw-in. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. I'm amazed, Alan, at what we've watched, because couldn't split them when you talked about the teams at the start. Very similar players, very similar stats going into the game, but it's turned out to be one-sided.
Well, it has. I mean, the scoreline would suggest that. In open play, I don't think there's been much to choose between the two, but it's the two sets of strikers that have been the difference. The way the winning side at the moment has taken those chances.
That's good movement forward here. Whipped in from the wide area. And that's in. It's in off the defender. That earlier incident, the big deflection.
Well, that's the life of a defender. You try and put your body in the way, but sometimes it ricochets off.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. I have to say, it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Now here's a chance. On the attack here. Looking for teammates in the middle. Hit it hard, but not very true. We should thank these supporters, Alan, for the atmosphere they've created for us to work with today. And their reward for that is seeing their team win.
Yeah, and quite rightly, they're celebrating that here. They can afford to relax.
Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Shots on! And in the end, it's nowhere near the target. Well, they're going to make a change involving the midfield player who has a goal to her name. Maybe freshening the ideas as they freshen the personnel, Alan.
Yeah, maybe so. This midfielder, she's done nothing wrong at all out there today, but the manager feeling a change is necessary.
That's going to run on through to the goalkeeper. This has been called a football match, but it hasn't been much of a match-up between the two sides. The winners conclusively at their best, and the losers just aching to hear the final whistle now. It's looking good, this move. Too early, offside. Well, she looked up and I think she expected to be the one to be replaced here. She's certainly tried hard enough, Alan, hasn't she? But not enough of what she's tried has come off.
No, one of those days where not much did come off. She started slowly and never was able to pick it up.
Now Janssen. Could be dangerous. Can really get at the opposition here. Delivery to the far post. What a header, and what a goal! Well, that header flew in for a fine goal.
Well, I've always been an admirer of good headers, and this was certainly one of those. A thumping effort.
Strong head work, really, and a very good goal.
Yeah, all she had to do there, Martin, really was to get a good contact, and the keeper had no chance.
There's no doubt that the scoreline reflects realistically the nature of the game. There's nothing false about it. They've thoroughly deserved to be so far ahead. Well, I like the look of this attack. They're cut out by the defender. Shot's up! Real miscue here. And the time to be added on here is a minimum of 3 minutes. Good forward play from them. Delivered into the box. That's it, final whistle. Well, it's a fantastic day for her, a fantastic result, and an individual performance of great quality.
Well, everything that fell to her, she tucked away. She was in lethal mood out there today.
No doubts today, right, really, from scoring the first goal, that they were going to go on and have a big win.
Yeah, it's not often you see it, but we couldn't really see any other winner, could we? So confident from start to finish.
Come off the goalkeeper, still in play. Not a good challenge by the defender. Great goal! Presented possession to the opposition now. Going for goal! Great move, great goal. Trying to switch on the attacking power. They've opened them up here. Oh, that's a fantastic goal! Good movement forward here. Whipped in from the wide area. Well, that's in. It's in off the defender. Can really get at the opposition here. Delivery to the far post. What a header and what a goal! Group stage action for you today. Some tension in the air, and all the players know exactly what is at stake for them in this game.
And quite often in these situations you can find a bit of a stalemate. It's who can be the braver in possession that decides it.
Well, here's your referee today, Bethany Kalanish. Second match, match day 2 in the group stage of this competition.
Yeah, already we've seen some fireworks in this competition, and maybe a few more to come.
Now we can check on the lineup. Well, we've gone with a 4-3-3 formation here for them. Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, it can be adjusted. It could almost be a 4-5-1 if they decide to come over all defensive, this team. But if they're on the front foot, that three up front can cause the opposition back four some problems.
Here's the chance. Offside called, and we can see again now. That looks a good call.
Yeah, I think it was. And in the end, not a difficult one, because there was a couple of yards in it, I think.
Able to make a good interception. That's good movement forward here. Promising build-up until that challenge. Striding forward, purposefully. And it's a shot now! Goalkeeper can only... And here's the shot. That's a very good goal.
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
What a strike that is!
Well, that's all about anticipation and just snapping up the rebound.
A good look here, again, via the replay of the goal. And that has opened the scoring, 1-0 here. Attacking now, going forward well. It's a good idea. No, it's offside, and it looks as though they might be in to score. That's good play after a poor first touch. Presented possession to the opposition now. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Chance for the cross. It's with Scott. That will be a free kick. A real player's player, Sophie Schmidt in midfield today.
I think she'll be one of those that will put her foot in. She's certainly an aggressive player who protects that back four with a lot of honesty and diligence.
There's some potential in this move. Well, could be a booking here. Lawrence looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. There's good progress with this attack. Goes for it with a fist. Now that's a throw. It's good play until they got that challenge in. And here they are on the attack. It's with Scott. And this is going to be a throw. And that's good support as they build this attack. Could shoot from here, that's what the crowd think. Now they've got the ball, let's see what they can do with it. It's a good ball. That is a high-class header to score here. Great power with the header. Excellently placed. Fine goal.
Well, I've always been an admirer of good headers, and this was certainly one of those. A thumping effort.
What a great goal that was, Alan.
The defenders seemed to lose the concentration almost. They saw it coming from a long way out.
Well, it's a classic header, isn't it?
It was anticipation from the scorer. Just got ahead of his marker. Really good header.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. With Matheson. Could be dangerous. It's good work between these two. Oh, it's a corner via that deflection. And here's the replay again.
You don't see too many headers from this distance, and that's one of the best to find the top left.
Here comes the corner. Well, it's come to nothing in the end. Ashley Lawrence. That will help ease the pressure. Martins. And they've cut it out with Matheson. To Scott. In midfield, they've got it back via an interception. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Ball away from the opposition, got to keep it now. Martins. Able to make a good interception. It's with Scott. Attacking well here. Good defending. Here's Chapman, being closed down. Comes in strongly. It's with Scott. With Matheson. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. Matheson. And the board shows 3 added minutes. Got to be quick now. Well, here's an opportunity with the ball over the top. Well, that's half-time, and 2-0 is the score at the halfway mark. It has been the first half well worth watching. Here we go into the second half of this second match in the group stage.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It was quite a closely run affair, so I wonder if that'll continue in this second half.
Leon. With Matheson. Scott. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession. To Scott. Attacking now. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising. Needs to be very nippy. They could have played the attacker in now. I love to see that, the referee playing the advantage. And that will be a throw. One of the backup brigade is going to have a chance centre stage. It's with Scott. With Matheson. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. Leon. It's good play until they got that challenge in. Trying to keep the ball, not anymore. Into the attacking third. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Taking on the defenders. Whipped in from the wide area. Well, that will mean a corner coming up now. Well, they're going to make a change involving the midfield player who has a goal to her name. Maybe freshening the ideas as they freshen the personnel, Alan.
Yeah, maybe so. This midfielder, she's done nothing wrong at all out there today, but the manager feeling a change is necessary.
Corner played in. Kadisha Buchanan. It's a corner. There's been plenty of warming up going on, and now I think one of the substitutes will be brought into the game. In goes the corner. That's out of danger there with that clearance. Break. Cross driven in low. Wasteful pass, unforced error really. That's cut out. So now a goal kick to come. It's the best part of being a football supporter, those last few minutes when you know your team is going to win.
Yeah, these occasions when you're confident that your team are going to win through, you can sing your songs and just enjoy the whole experience.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Now the shot! Well, all credit for taking the volley on, but in the end, nowhere near the target.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and you get it off a fraction, and that can happen. It goes wide.
Now they're looking to get forward from this position. Sinclair. There's some potential in this move. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Going forward well. And that's good support. The shot's on! Referee points for a corner. Put the corner in the middle. Well, now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass. A timely challenge. That whipped-in ball at the near post. Oh, and they're so close to getting further in front. Attacking now. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit. In with a chance. What a goal!
Well, I didn't see it as being as one-sided as it's turned out, Martin, but yet another goal, and a good one too here in stoppage time.
It's another late goal to emphasise the gulf between the two sides today.
Yeah, and it's been that type of match. I think everybody out there, the strikers particularly, want to increase the goal tallies, and they've done it.
Well, it's a tough game for the team that are trailing. They're out of the contest, really. They're just playing for pride. They're really being torn apart. And the decision for... This is how they love to play on the break. It must be. Great move, great goal. And there it is, her third goal. She is a hat-trick heroine today. Really on top of her game. Well, she is a terrific goal-getter, and that's 3 to her name today.
Yeah, she should be treasuring this moment this afternoon. She'll be taking that match ball home with her now.
Little surprising that it is as one-sided as this late in the game, but the team leading deserve the margin of what's going to be a very comfortable victory. That's the final whistle from the referee. She's got the match ball, she deserves that, but I would say, Alan, that winning the game would be a source of even more pride.
Yeah, that makes it all the more pleasurable, but the way she took those 3 goals, a lot of credit she deserves.
As a match, it was rather one-sided, wasn't it? Because of the capacity of one team to dominate the football.
Well, it was a football lesson. It was pretty humiliating for the inferior team. They just didn't get into it.
And it's a shot now! Goalkeeper can only... And here's the shot. That's a very good goal. Goes for it with a fist. It's a good ball. That is a high-class header to score here. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit. In with a chance. What a goal! This is how they love to play on the break. It must be. This should be a really entertaining game, and it's a crucial one in this group stage, and we're at match day 3.
Yeah, I have to say, good atmosphere inside this stadium, so let's hope we get an entertaining match.
And the woman in charge today is Nia Jokalainen. Referee blows, and the third match for these teams in the group stage of this competition is underway.
Yeah, looking forward to this match. I think we've got 2 sets of players that can entertain us.
Now we can check on the lineup. So, Alan, 4-4-2?
Yeah, I think it looks that way, Martin. Yes, it's the conventional shape. It's the one that the manager prefers.
Good forward play from them. To flick on with the header. They've kept possession. Carissimi. It's gone out for a throw. Martins. Put into the middle. Promising build-up until that challenge. Giacinti. Here's Carissimi. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Carissimi, able to make a good interception. Martins. Well, here comes the support. Crisp defending there. pass not completed, really. They could have played the attacker in now. Carissimi. Good play to keep the ball. The opponent was strong, but not strong enough. Martins. Looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. We've got a corner here, that could pose some problems. In goes the corner. And the header flashes wide.
Oh, she's gone for the corner and not missed it by much.
It'll be a throw. To Straki. Here's Linari. Another throw-in given. Good anticipation by the opposing player there to read the direction of the throw. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. That's a proper old-fashioned clearance there from the defender. Any danger to the goal has gone with that clearance. And it's in!
That is one of those special moments you don't often see.
A glorious goal. From a long way out, she's produced something very special.
Well, the goalkeeper, for certain, was not expecting that. I wasn't either, to be honest.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Eusebio. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Good defending. Intercepted well. And the offside is given. Excellent interception. Could be dangerous. What about this for a shot? Optimistic. It was close enough to think for a moment that they might have gone two in front.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest, but it was a decent effort, not far away from the target at all.
Got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Here's Eusebio. And the assistant signals for the throw. It's Maro. Supporting player alongside. That's a clever pass. That's gone out for a throw-in. Here's Carissimi. They've gone wide, chance to get the ball in the box. Good forward play from them. Put into the middle. Oh, they could have increased their advantage then.
Yeah, I think that would have been game over. It should have been really from that distance.
But what a good ball into the middle.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the ball in, but just didn't time it properly and it's gone wide.
Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Gone a little early there, I think. Flags up.
Yeah, a bit over-eager to get on the end of it.
And back it goes to the goalkeeper. Wasteful pass, unforced error, really. And up went the flag. Offside given, free kick. Here's a chance to attack. Martins, delivered into the box. And that header takes the ball out of play. It's a good cross. Gonna try one now. Plenty of power, but not too much direction. A lot can happen in 4 minutes. That's what we've got of added time. Able to make a good interception. To Straki. Attacking well here. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Martins. And a crack! And it's in!
That is one of those special moments you don't often see.
A glorious goal. From a long way out, she's produced something very special.
Well, if the net wasn't in the way, that would still be travelling now.
Well, I want to see this again, this goal. Restarting at 2-0. Here's Carissimi. Half-time now, and 2-0 is the score at the break. So that is the half-time scoreline, and it's been very enjoyable. Everything set for the second half. They could pose some danger now. Whipped in from the wide area. And they've got it away from the danger. Now Valentina Chanoya. Intercepted well. That's gets out of danger there with that clearance. Great interception. There's some potential in this move. Comes in with a tackle. Now to Chimini. Carissimi. Shots on! Hit the post! Well read by the defender. Shot on! They're still trying to increase this lead. It's a tactical substitution for the losing team here. It's Razucci. That's an easy interception. The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Into the attacking third. Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Rozucci can't give it away here, keeps it okay. And now a throw-in. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Good deep cross towards the far post. A real miscue here. Well, this is interesting. Confident mood. It's not one striker for another. They're putting another striker on. Even though they're leading, they might have been forgiven if they wanted to shut up shop.
Well, they do say attack is the best form of defence, and that is the policy this manager is going by. And fair play to him for that.
It's Razucci. Bonansea. To Chimini. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. On to Janssen. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Headed down to a teammate. Could be dangerous. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Now Strachey. And the pass not completed, really. Opportunity in a wider area. Shots on here. Well, she's had a real go at that, but missed.
Yeah, not her best moment, that one. Really should have done better.
One of the backup brigade is going to have a chance centre stage. Possession changes feet. That's good movement forward here. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Little headed pass then, and a shrewd one. On to the attack now. They're grateful for that, to have an intervention like that and get back on the ball when they're defending so much. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Good challenge. Out for a throw and over the touchline. It is going to be a change here, and it looks like a strategic one. On to Janssen. I like the look of this attack. Corner given. Swung in from the corner. A decent fist away by the keeper. And the ball has gone up to indicate 3 added minutes. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. There's the interception. It's over, and the referee blows the whistle for the last time. Really good game to watch. Good attacking play, edge of the seat stuff for the spectators. It's what the game's all about.
Yeah, and there's nothing better, Martin, than seeing quality strikers go about the work, and we certainly did today. They were at the top of the game.
Danger to the goal has gone with that clearance. Swung in from the corner. A decent fist away by the keeper. Well, to get a place in the last eight of this tournament, as these two teams have, it's a great compliment to both, but only one can go into the semi-final.
Yeah, and it's difficult to split them, actually, having seen what they've shown so far. Plenty of plus points from them. Plenty of strikers on this pitch that can score goals. Let's hope we have a few.
And now it's time for the national anthems. Well, few countries, Alan, have done more for the women's game than the United States.
No, that's true. They've set the standards quite often, ranked #1 for quite a long time as well.
Now we can check on the lineup. Well, we've gone with a 4-3-3 formation here for them. Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, it can be adjusted. It could almost be a 4-5-1 if they decide to come over all defensive, this team. But if they're on the front foot, that three up front can cause the opposition back four some problems.
There have been some negative comments, haven't there, Alan, about the way this team defends. Do you see them as a very negative side?
Well, they can be, and I don't expect things to change today because they have achieved results off the back of it. Defend deep, defend in numbers, and difficult to break down.
Well, the Amsterdam Arena has been the home for Ajax for several years now. Specifically built for football, but it does host concerts and other events as well. We've made our way to the gantry, but it's not easy with all the different staircases here. It's quite a must score! Super reflexes from the goalkeeper. And that'll be a corner.
Here comes the corner.
And the goalkeeper has done well to stop that one. Promising build-up until that challenge.
And here they are on the attack.
Whip it in now. No time for an extra touch after the tackle. It's out of harm's way. Long. They've cut the pass out there, and maybe that will ease the pressure. It's looking good, this move. And they've cut it out. Tackle here. And the goalkeeper given catching practice from long range, really. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Here's a chance to move forward from midfield after that interception.
Trying to pick out someone in the centre.
Martins.
Well, that's over the top of the defender and one to chase.
Can finish it off.
A little too eager to get in behind the opposition, caught offside. Now Krieger. Here's Johnston. Long. Well read by the defender. Couldn't keep it. It's gone out for a throw-in. And done. That's an easy interception. The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Defender has to be quick. Now it's Rapinoe. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. It'll be a throw. Now Sauerbruch. Martins. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Becky Sauerbruch. They've got the ball back by that interception. Delivery to the far post. And now the shot! Whoa, that's flown over the bar.
Well, the crowd were up on their feet there. It was a spectacular effort.
Got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. And that's good support as they build this attack. Well, how defensive have they become at the moment? Just sitting in their own half and letting the opposition pass the ball around in front of them. Maybe they feel they're not going to be hurt. Long. In quickly. Tight scenario here on the ball. Into the attacking third. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Martins. They could pose some danger now. The shot's on! On the front foot now, they've got a corner, hoping for the goal that will put them in the lead. Put the corner in the middle. Well, it's come to nothing in the end. That would be a throw.
That was one of those special moments you don't often see.
A glorious goal. Well, she scored an outrageous goal. Outrageous.
Well, if the net wasn't in the way, that would still be travelling now.
Well, they want to see this again, this goal. That has opened the scoring, 1-0 here. It's an unusual long-range goal, Alan, in the sense that she sort of placed it in, really, which you can't often do from that distance.
I mean, she caught it well, even though she didn't put her foot through it. It's all about timing, that kind of goal.
Megan Rapinoe. In midfield, they've got it back via an interception. Good building of a platform in the first half, really. I think they'd have been happy to come in level, but to come in with a goal advantage is a bonus.
It is. They sail close to the wind at times defensively, conceded a few chances, but they'd be grateful to be ahead.
So here we go with the second half. Giving the ball away now. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Looking a problem until the clearance was made. Klingenberg. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation. And here's the shot. Oh, this was a chance to wrap up the game.
Wasn't it just? And so often you see them live to regret that kind of miss.
Well, it's one change, and it looks like it's a case of just trying to freshen the team up a bit. Ali Krieger. Got to keep the ball here under some pressure. That's good movement forward here. Excellent interception. Klingenberg. Ali Krieger. Here's Johnston. And shoots! Good reading of the by anticipating the pass. Long. Martins. Attacking well here. Oh, can you believe it? It is a penalty. Well, now they're behind. They've got to try and switch things around. And here comes a substitution. Saved it, the goalkeeper. With this goal advantage, they've now got a corner.
She's wasted the opportunity, but let's praise the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a stop that was.
In goes the corner. Janssen! Oh, they could have increased their advantage then.
Yeah, I think that would have been game over. It should have been really from that distance.
Spotted that well and intercepted. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it.
Gonna try one now. Beautiful goal.
Well, they've extended their lead in this game, and the gap between these two sides is reflected now on the scoreline.
Well, that has been coming, and they've played well enough, making so many chances. They've taken this one.
Well, it's a dream day for those forwards because no shortage of chances created. Top day for them.
Restarting at 2-0.
It's long. The pass not completed, really. There's some potential in this move.
He's going to try it. Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. Makes a challenge here. Shot on! So close! The post! Corner to come now.
Almost done for the team. Don't think for the supporters. We want to keep singing.
Yeah, I think a few of them will be out on the town tonight after this performance and win.
Corner played in. A real miscue here. But what a good ball into the middle.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the ball in, but just didn't time it properly and it's gone wide.
Long. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Here, it's the goalkeeper's ball.
Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation.
And that's a turnover to the opposition. On to Janssen. Attacking now.
Good play to keep the ball. The opponent was strong, but not strong enough. And here's the shot. It's hit the post and gone in. Well, she looked and wondered when it went towards the post, but it's gone in off the post. She celebrates now.
Yeah, she deserves that. Sometimes they bounce back out, but she got her angles perfect there.
One team really on their game today, the other very off colour.
It's looking good, this move. stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. And it's going to be a throw here. Did well, stuck out a foot and cut off the pass. Well, now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass. That's good movement forward here. In comes the challenge. Giving the ball away now. That's out of danger there with that clearance. Megan Klingenberg. Into the attacking third. Good defending. Three minutes to be added on. Here's an opportunity. It's a good place to win the ball here.
That's a wonderful tackle. Very true.
There's some movement in the dugout. We're going to get a change here. It's a comprehensive win by 3-0. That's the final whistle. Well, that's the quarter-final over with. They're through, and they're through into the semi-finals. Great feeling for them.
Well, they can almost smell that final now, can't they? Look at the look on the faces. They are delighted.
Saved it, the goalkeeper.
Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it.
Gonna try one now. Good play to keep the ball. The opponent was strong, but not strong enough. And here's the shot. It's hit the post and gone in.
Even more nerves in this competition now, you feel, at the semi-final stage. You've done so well to get here, but can be consigned really to oblivion if you lose a semi.
Yeah, it's a tantalising situation. The last thing you want to do is fall at this hurdle, so I'll be anxious not to give anything away.
And now it's time for the national anthems. Alan, we're looking at the quality of women's football here, and Arsenal, your old club, they were very much at the forefront of developing it in the UK.
They were, yes, many years back now. Vic Akers, who's now the kit man at Arsenal, he was the manager for a number of years and really enjoyed a lot of success.
And it is a game played with real skill, perhaps not quite the physicality of the men's game, but in some ways the spectacle can be more enchanting because of that.
Yes, and I think the pace of the game has increased over the last few years. Certainly the technical ability is getting better and better all the time.
Now we can check on the lineup. Well, we've gone with a 4-3-3 formation here for them. Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, it can be adjusted. It could almost be a 4-5-1 if they decide to come over all defensive, this team. But if they're on the front foot, that three up front can cause the opposition back four some problems.
What's this game going to bring us? We'll find out very shortly now, won't we? Because the game is underway. She returns the ball. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Good challenge. Looking to widen the play, really, widen the build-up, but the ball's just run straight out over the touchline. Here's the chance to get in the cross. Great tackling technique to win the ball cleanly. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Offside, the officials clearly in agreement. And that's a straightforward offside decision. Torresia, Meseguer, attacking now. To Torresia. Strong challenge. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. To Torresia. To San Pedro. And they've got it away from the danger. Martins.
Played forward, a bit of menace in this attack.
It was good play until they got that challenge in. To Torresia. Bermudez.
Taking on the defenders.
Onto the attack now. To take the lead. And they've scored. And they've opened the scoring here.
Well, you can see how close that was to actually hitting the bar, but it's into the roof of the net. Spectacular.
It is, and the keeper couldn't get across. That was a decent strike.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Here's Messeguer.
It's looking good, this move. Opportunity now.
Good stop by the goalkeeper.
Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation.
Messeguer.
Now the shot! Super goal! She has kept her knee over the ball and kept it low and got the reward for good technique here. Look at the positioning here, and she's put her laces through that one, and it's flown in from that distance.
Oh, that's a wonderful goal. Really is. Perfect timing.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Here's Messeguer.
Martins.
There's some potential in this move.
Decided to go in.
Here's the chance.
Oh, that's great work by the goalkeeper. Corner given. Put the corner in the middle. A decent fist away by the keeper.
Defender has to move quickly.
Another corner. Corner's taken. All peters out rather for them.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Here's San Pedro. Cut out by the defender. Meseguer. Martins. Now they've got a chance, but he's gone too soon. Saw the opportunity, just a little too eager. She'll learn. Martins. There's good progress with this attack. Came in with a challenge. Striding forward, purposefully. Making sure there's no turnover. That's an easy interception. And here's the shot. Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. It's a good cross. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. To San Pedro. Very good first half here, probably better than they could have hoped for. And look at that scoreline at the break.
Yeah, I think they've punched above the weight, actually. They've overachieved, if anything. Top class.
Referee blows, and we're off for the second half. Could be dangerous. Well, in it goes. It's a neat pass.
Shoots! Wonderful reflexes to make the save from close range.
Well, they've got a corner. Corner played in. Routine for the keeper. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Good challenge here.
The shot's on!
Absolutely no trouble for the goalkeeper here. Well, the goalkeeper will hope that it stays like that throughout the game. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. And the whistle has gone because the assistant flagged for offside. It's a tactical substitution for the losing team here. Excellent control in a tight area. to Bukete. Here's Torrejon. Wasteful pass, unforced error, really. Good position, they've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Pulls it back now. Well, that's a fantastic goal.
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
Well, they've increased their lead here, and that could just wrap up the match.
Yeah, the much better team out here today, and that scoreline reflects that.
The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken. Wonder if there's an injury involved here, maybe a bit of fatigue, Alan, but she's going to go off. But really enjoyed watching her play.
Oh, she's got a lot of quality about her. We saw it all during the course of her performance out here.
One team really on their game today, the other very off-colour.
Shot on! Out of Janssen, and there it is, the goal!
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
A bit of luck for the goal scorer here with that deflection.
Yeah, unlucky by the defender. Stuck out a leg, you can't do much about it. But the goal scorer will take that.
I don't think we expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline.
Here's San Pedro.
It goes out wide again.
Here's Meseguer. To Bukete. And they've cut it out. On to Janssen. There's some potential in this move.
Good defending. Breaking infield. What about this for a shot? Optimistic. Plenty of power, but not too much direction.
Happy days for these fans.
Oh, without question, there's only one winner in this match, although we've got a little bit of time left, but they've played really well.
Now, this is interesting, whether the manager is just going to switch things around a little bit. Here's San Pedro.
Here's a chance to move forward from midfield after that interception. Could be dangerous.
Janssen.
Supporting player alongside.
It's good play until they got that challenge in. It's offside, and the referee's given it. Now they do need an injection of fresh enthusiasm from the bench. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. That's offside. The referee has stopped the play as soon as the flag went up. Spotted that well and intercepted. There's good progress with this attack. On to Janssen.
Comes out with a punch to clear the danger.
And it's going to be a throw here.
Well, this is where substitutes are important. Who and when.
Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it.
Crisp defending there. And now the shot! Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just deflected behind for that. Put the corner in the middle. Tries to punch it away. Good reading of the play, anticipating the pass. Attacking well here. Janssen. Here's the shot from distance. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. And the verdict is another 4 minutes of added time. They could pose some danger now. Looking to take the corner quickly. And in it goes. All peters out rather for them. And that header takes the ball out of play. Andres. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Here's Andres. Well, it's a massive margin of victory here. That victory confirmed by the final whistle. 4-0, the final score. And they've done it. They've got through the semi-finals and they are in the final.
It's wonderful feeling, I can vouch for that. Look at the players down there, they are ecstatic.
Attack now. They take the lead, and they've scored, and they've opened the scoring here. Now the shot. Position. They've worked this attack very well. Pulls it back now. Well, that's a fantastic goal.
Team really on their game today. Shots on! Out in front. Janssen!
And there it is, the goal!
Put the corner in the middle. Tries to punch it away.
So often when you get to a final, one team is deemed to be stronger than the other, but for this one, it's hard to pick a winner, Alan.
It is, when you look at the two sets of players. What will probably separate them is who can settle better and who has less nerves and can produce the best football.
And we pause now for the national anthems.
I think the women's game now running in tandem with the men's game, with all the different competitions, European Championships, World Cups. It's a very exciting development, and there's no doubt that the standards are going up with the intensity of the competition.
And I think the players involved, what they would be encouraged by is the fact that the crowds seem to be getting bigger, and the profile on television, in the media, has increased over the years.
There's no doubt as broadcasters we get invited to cover women's tournaments as much as men's tournaments now, which would never have happened 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think the level of competition in these tournaments now makes it more appealing to a worldwide audience, you might say.
This is the lineup. Well, we've gone with a 4-3-3 formation here for them. Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, it can be adjusted. It could almost be a 4-5-1 if they decide to come over all defensive, this team. But if they're on the front foot, that three up front can cause the opposition back four some problems.
And the first half is underway here. It's the kick-off. Now they've got the ball, what are they going to do with it?
Well, they're in a good position here. Makes a challenge here.
Here's Sega.
Going forward well. And here's the shot. They're going to get a corner here because of that deflection. Swung in from the corner. And that ball belongs to the goalkeeper.
There's some potential in this move.
What about this for a shot? Optimistic. Plenty of power, but not too much direction.
Dahlqvist. Here's Samuelson.
Could be dangerous. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Got to keep the ball here under some pressure.
Martins.
Such a classy goal.
The way to move the ball about there, Martin, before creating the chance was really good. They picked the right pass every time now. And what about that? Just stroked it home, bottom left.
Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it?
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Here's Dahlqvist. That will help ease the pressure. Martins.
Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession.
Here's Sager.
And here they are on the attack. Come away with the ball cleanly. Great tackle. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Come back to get a touch and get involved in the game. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Finish it off! Out in front of goal. Cleared the ball.
Here's Dahlqvist.
They've cut the pass out there, and maybe that will ease the pressure.
Now Aslani. Possession in the midfield area. Good forward play from them. Able to make a good interception. Aslani. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Aslani.
Excellent interception. Good defending.
Sager. Now Aslani. They've got the ball back by that interception. Tackle goes in. Sembrant.
Here's a chance to move forward from midfield after that interception. Martins.
Shots on here. Good stop by the goalkeeper. And it's gone for a corner.
And it's taken. The shot's on!
Very good try. Just off target. Here's Sembrant. And that will be a throw.
What about this for a shot? Optimistic.
This could be it. Surely, in with a chance.
Plenty of power, but not too much direction. Martins.
First touch was poor.
Room now out on the wing. Letting the shot go! Oh, they could have increased their advantage then.
Yeah, I think that would have been game over. It should have been really from that distance.
Three minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time.
Dahlqvist. Giving the ball away now. That's good movement forward here.
Well, the referee has signalled for half-time, and it's 1-0 here. Big game with big pressures on the players, but they've responded well, haven't they? They're in front at half-time.
Yeah, but the danger, as always, when you are...
And the ball is on the roll again, and the second half is underway. And here they are on the attack. Here's Scoop. Promising build-up until that challenge. I like the look of this attack. And here's the shot. And it's in, off the bar. Well, she hit it high, but not too high. Underside of the bar and in. Great goal.
Well, those kind of shots are so difficult to stop for a keeper. Above them in that fashion and crashing in off the underside.
Restarting at 2-0.
Now Aslani.
It goes out wide again. Here's Dahlqvist. Well, that was looking good, and now it's turned over, and all the potential of that attacking play is lost, and they've now got to get back and try and make sure they don't concede themselves. Dahlqvist.
There's some potential in this move. Able to make a good interception.
Free kick here. Wonder if there's an injury involved here, maybe a bit of fatigue, Alan, but she's going to go off. But really enjoyed watching her play.
Oh, she's got a lot of quality about her. We saw it all during the course of her performance out here.
Read the play well to intercept.
Could be dangerous. And out wide, they were in a good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively. That's a wonderful tackle. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Well, here comes the support. Here's the shot from distance.
A real miscue here. Well, they are behind, so it's time for a change. They've got to try and improve their performance somehow.
Aslani. Came in with a challenge.
Dangerous pass, I think, with the keeper pushing it away.
Throw in now. Good defensive play, no cross and no danger now.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
Here, it's the goalkeeper's ball.
And they've cut it out.
Well, now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass.
Attacking well here.
That whipped-in ball at the near post. Well, the kind of save that you make after training every day for that kind of situation from close range.
Well, they're still trailing and they need to do something now if they want to get back into this game. Maybe some fresh legs will do the trick.
Here comes the corner. It was a promising situation. They could have made more of that.
This could be it.
Surely!
Saw the goal and went for it.
And it's a goal!
Well, she is the super sub today. One for her, and it's one up for the coach as well to send her on to do just that.
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
Well, they've increased their lead here, and that could just wrap up the match.
Yeah, the much better team out here today, and that scoreline reflects that.
Let's have another peek at that goal. One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation.
Now, here's a chance to get at the opposition.
Here's the shot. Great save.
Corner kick given.
There's been plenty of warming up going on, and now I think one of the substitutes will be brought into the game.
Corner's taken. There's a chance, really, of getting into a scoring position then, but anything but.
That's offside. And the referees acknowledge that fact.
That's a great interception. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Wasteful pass, unforced error, really. Cut out by the defender. The break is definitely on. Excellent piece of defensive play, under some pressure, I must say. And the referee has chosen 4 added minutes. Here's a chance to attack. Delivered into the box. Well, that's not even close. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. We've got to clear it now.
Well, there is the final whistle, and that confirms what we've been knowing for some time, that they are the champions. Alan.
Yeah, absolute joy amongst those players. They've worked long and hard, haven't they, over the course of the last 9 months or so, and boy, they deserve it.
These are special moments for a very successful team. Congratulations to them. Wonderful scenes of joy here, and no wonder they're milking the moment. Want to make absolutely the most of this.
Well, they're a proper team, aren't they? They've stuck together, defended really well in this competition and snatched the goals at the vital times, so fully deserved winners.
There they go. They are the champions. Real joy here, total happiness. You play the game for these kind of moments. If you're in it, you want to win it, and they have won it.
Yeah, no wonder they're going to the fans, because those supporters have played a huge part in this triumph. They've stuck by these players, and they've needed them the most.
Special scenes here. You have to have the team photo, and they're getting ready for it now.
Yeah, one of those lovely scenes that you'll hang on the wall back at home.
Such a classy goal. Shots on here. Good stop by the goalkeeper. Well, I like the look of this attack. Here's the shot, and it's in. Off the bar. That whipped-in ball at the near post.